In this video, I'm going to go over the Calgary Loader tool. The main benefit of this tool is it allows you to take a really large database, write it as a file as a Calgary database, and the useful part about that is, let's say you have a really large file, a couple hundred million records, and you only want a really specific subset of it. Well, if you have a YXDB or a CSV file, you have to read the entire file and then filter down to the records in question. This Calgary Loader, this allows you to use the Calgary input to read just those specific records that you want, and you don't have to read all the records in question. So in this video, I'll go over Calgary Loader, and I'll post a subsequent video going over Calgary input. So what we can do is drag down the tool, and the tool is pretty basic. This top part is the root file name. Where do you want to write this file? You can click here and find the path, but I'll go ahead and paste this in, and I'll call this address sample data, and the extension is going to be .cydb. Now you do have two options here: load base Calgary table and one or more standard indices, or you can load a single advanced indice. This one is going to be out of the scope of the video, so we'll just go ahead and use this one. Now down here in the field section, we've got a couple of options. Here are all the field names. So if we take a look at our data real quick, we can see we've got this name, some address information, some other address information, a score, some spatial data, and etc. You can see the field name. This is asking you, would you like this data to be written into this Calgary database? I've always had all of the data because I don't want to leave out any of my data. I would have just done a select tool before this to leave it out at that point. For index, this index is telling you which of these fields would you like to specify what values to return without reading all the data. And index type is this helps it read fastest, the fastest possible. You can select low selectivity, high selectivity, or auto. I typically leave it as auto, and you'll notice down here it kind of automatically picks a option that works best. So I'm going to go ahead and go to options. For index, I'm going to deselect all. And in this instance, I want to just select zip, state, and score. And now when I run the data, or run the workflow, we'll notice that our 1500 records are read from the YXDB, and it's written into the CYDB. And if we look over here, we can see our database has been written. We have this indice file that kind of ties everything together, and we've got our score, state, and zip data indices ready to go. So what we've done so far is we've taken our data that is in a YXDB format, we've converted it to a CYDB format, and in the next video, I'm going to go over how we can use a Calgary input to read just a very small sample of your data so you don't have to read your whole entire database all at one time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.